Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and we are going now with Phone Tap versus Napoleon. If you're watching this broadcast and realizing that I'm repeating myself, that's because I didn't click the record button, and that would be a terrible thing. Both these players are in the top 4, so they are guaranteed Blizzard points, at least one apiece. One of them will move on at a chance for 10 points. It's our first week doing the point system, and we're very excited about that. I'm excited to help Blizzard with their opportunities to award points to the community. Right now, Napoleon is at rank 7, while Phone Tap has already reached Legend today. I'm not sure if he reached it today, obviously, but he is today currently at the Legend rank already. Typically, the mage has the upper hand in this battle. Typically, a freeze mage versus a druid can be pretty one-sided. If the druid draws perfectly, obviously he can win any matchup. But a lot of times the mech mage just has too much aggression for the druid to handle. We do see the mana worms here, which leads me to believe that perhaps it isn't a strict mech mage. Perhaps it's running more spells, probably running portals, and that may be part of the early game pressure that he's trying to put on as the mech mage. Pressure piling on pretty hard already for Phone Tap here. We have the combo in hand, but the druid is going to have to survive and find a way to put on 16 points of damage to finish off his opponent with that 14 damage Savage Roar Force of Nature combo. We're going to have to see a defensive Force of Nature here. It's probably the only play that he had at the moment. But again, the Mech Mage running out of cards, but not quite out of steam. Well, going through Napoleon's mind right now, he's probably assuming he's dead, because unless he gets that, he's going to go with the boom. He's probably saying, if I'm dead, I'm dead. Otherwise, if he has a fireball, he knows he's dead, but he figures the only way he could possibly win is if he puts on the most pressure that he can. And I believe that was his thinking right here. Because we still do have the Savage Roar in hand, as well as the Druid of the Claw. So let me do my quick math. 4, 7, 4 and 7, 11, 12, 13, plus 8, 21 with the Savage Roar. That is going to be somewhat troublesome, except he does have the big game Hunter. However, I'm feeling like he'll just simply be too much to overcome for the Druid. Whoa. Okay, let's see what happens now. Unfortunately, that's going to mean that the Dr. Boom will get pinged off. But he's not quite dead yet. Gonna have to see a Wrath come down on the Shredder here. We'll likely see the Druid of the Claw come down as well. The Mech Mage is out of energy. Nothing left to do. We're going to see a clear the board. Clear of the board here. Oh, no. He's going to keep the Shade hidden. Wow. Okay, I can understand. You have to build in your every opportunity to win. Sometimes just playing defensively is not going to get the game won for you. Okay. Wow. Let's see. 8. We're gonna probably wild growth here. We need to get that second piece of the combo. It's gonna result in a swipe. This game is really turning around for the Druid. In fact, we are gonna need some top decks from the Mage because this Druid is gonna win this game. All right. Really? Wow, he just allowed himself to be dead to a top deck. But I suppose, again, the best offense is a good defense. Wow. The Druid's going to win this game. We have 14 on the board right now, plus the 6, or excuse me, the 8 from the Savage Roar, and then the swipe. And the Druid's going to come back and win this game. I cannot believe it. What a game. Napoleon made some bold moves there at the end and decided to really keep his chances to win the game alive. And it paid off for him. We are still awaiting the final of VCT and Aaron in our other match that is being casted and voted up for points. So make sure to get our competitors the points that they deserve for this long and grueling tournament. So the Napoleon Druid has been eliminated. Let me verify the classes. All right, so as you could see, Hunter, Mage, and Druid. Druid being eliminated, we're now looking at a Mech Mage and a Hunter. Napoleon goes for the Jugular. Very aggressive decks. Wow, we have a Druid Hunter Mage versus Druid Hunter Mage semifinals. How interesting. So both these players are obviously quite aggressive in their mentality, just from looking at the decks that they brought to this matchup. Quick shout out back to chat. We are on a 10-minute delay to avoid any issues, but chat is slowly filling up again. We had a few bounce backs between, I started off here hosting through the Vicious Syndicate Gaming Twitch channel, and then we moved over to a different system because I had to go for a little bit, but I am back now to make sure that we close out the finals. Looking at this game here, we see a Kazon Mystic in the hand of the Druid. That's going to come in very handy, I would assume. We see the Mad Scientist coming from the Mage, so obviously we're going to be seeing secrets played at some point. So you never know if that Kazon Mystic could be the big factor in a win for Phone Tap. Right now, we do have Napoleon up 1-0. That Druid beating the Mech Mage. And now we switch sides, and we take a look at Napoleon's Mech Mage going against Phone Tap's Druid. Now, it doesn't appear to be a double combo Druid on Phone Tap's side. It looks, I mean, obviously seeing Senjins and Sunwalkers, we're most likely looking at a Kel'Thuzad either no combo or one copy of the combo type of Druid. Now, this has been a very popular deck in recent seasons. I've been much more accustomed to seeing the highly aggressive double combo decks on ladder recently myself, playing around rank 4 or 5 at the moment. There we go. We see the Kazan Mystic come down. That could be a game changer. Although we can easily see it procced by the Mad Scientist, I would assume, and a follow-up play. Let's see. Is he not going to worry about it? No, he's going to go for it there. Okay, going to get it procced with Mad Scientist. That makes sense, and we're probably going to see a follow-up with the Annoyatron. Oh, I see. Look at this. How cool. I apologize. I'm so new to streaming and all this. I've linked my Twitter to my Twitch, and it simply posts for me that I've gone live. How awesome. So, I know the commentary was not a requirement for the VODs, but thought I would do a little bit. And hopefully Blizzard watches them all and they realize how excited we at Vicious Syndicate are to help bring content to the community and put on this event. Hopefully Ben Brode will show up and play in a Tuesday night hype sometime in the future. Him or Zariah, any of the Team 5 crew. Okay, wow, we could have had a big momentum shift again there from the Druid if we would have grabbed the 6-4 or the 7-7. However, still looks pretty strong for the Druid player here. We don't have the strongest hand coming out of the Mage. Excuse me. Probably going to see a Blast Mage come down. Not the most helpful bounces, but wow. Okay, wow, the Druid's starting to take a beating here. But we know that this deck, wow, interesting. It's running all the taunts, but it's also running the shades, which is typically more accustomed to the aggressive Druid decks. So the Phone Tap's deck certainly looks interesting. We have plenty of heals. I would assume we'd have the heal bot in hand already. Excuse me. That's rather ballsy, I would say. I mean, he was forfeiting the chance that he would die to 2 fireballs. That was just sure it was going through his mind. He's obviously a strong player, but he was just taking the risk there. But obviously that does not happen. We're going to see some healing next turn, I would assume, from the Druid. And I wonder if Napoleon has any sense of what type Druid this is. I mean, we've seen this engine, so that's going to give the more taunty wall Druid away. Get another Wild Growth, get a chance to draw a card. Or would we rather Heal Bot or perhaps Sunwalker? What's the best way to go here? The Heal Bot's probably just not good enough. I think the Sunwalker needs to come down somehow to prevent all this damage from coming through. Yes, we're going to see a clear of the 5-1. We're going to see a Sunwalker come down and a Shay. That makes sense. So the next turn around, he can make sure to clear off that Mech Warper. All right. There's a swipe that is going to be somewhat beneficial. We're going to probably, we'll be able to take out a lot of the board here. I'm going to take out the Azure Drake with that. We'll throw the Heal Bot down, and then we will probably be taking out, probably the 3-3. There we go. Wow. He's just going to push damage. He's no reason to take out that 3-3. You push damage. You throw that Frost Bolt in the face.
What to do? What to do?
He decided to hold on to the Frostbolt. He's going to draw to see what he can get. The Druid is still up against it. That is a dead draw. He's going to throw that down. That is our second Keyzan Mystic. This is an anti-Mech Mage deck that seems to be failing Phone Tap, unfortunately. That's a tough draw. That Annoyatron is certainly going to be annoying at this stage of the game. Alright, he's going to opt to hold his hand. Oh, this is a tough scenario. Do you heal or draw? I think you have to draw. Alright, that obviously makes sense. He's only hoping that he can continue the pressure with whatever he has on board. This is a swingy game. That heal, wow. There he goes. Okay, so what is the Druid going to come to? Oh, that's Sunwalker. That's going to help. It's going to help for now. 7 on the board. He's going to take out the 3-4. We're down to just the Shredder on the board. And have we found a stabilizing factor? We will. Oh man, that Blast Mage could really make things frustrating. Oh no, everything. No, that is bad. That's bad for the Druid. He was really climbing his way back, but after that, that could be it. There's nothing he can do. That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. So we know we have that 3 damage burst. This here is going to take him down to 7. And that's going to do it. Phone Tap is going to fall. So you play the Antonidas just for the BM. There we go. Wow. Tables have turned. Mech Mage takes out the Druid in this second game. Previously had fallen. All right. We are going into the last matchup. We have Hunter coming out of Napoleon, and we still have all three options available for phone tap.
I must protect the wild. Let the hunt begin.
All right. Interesting that phone tap decided to go with Druid again. However, knowing that he's a heavy taunt Druid, I suppose that makes a lot of sense. Sometimes the Hunter can just overwhelm you, but when you have all those taunts, it can be a nice counter to Hunter as well. Having both of them wait to see what the other person is going to mulligan, I don't think we're going to see a single thing passed away from Phone Tap's hand. That is an excellent, excellent hand. This is going to be a hard game for the Hunter to win. Seeing the Abusive Sergeant doesn't yet give away anything about what type of a deck it is. We can see both Abusive Sergeants run in the chalky face Hunter as well as the mid-range Hunter with Dr. Boom. Okay, he opts to throw the Juggler down. I always wonder personally if that's the right play, because it's applying the pressure you need, and that's good, but it could just get taken out, and I'm sure he's going to do that. Oh, Wolf Riders. We have a face Hunter. That's going to be a salty, salty defeat for Phone Tap if that is what ends up here. Sorry about that. I was just going to locate the VOD file. I will handle that in just a second. All right. Sorry for the delay there. Took me a second, but now it appears that the Druid has stabilized quite a bit, and the Hunter is going to have to start using his burn to get a presence back on the board. That's going to do it. The Hunter is not going to find his way through this wall. And just an update on the other side of this semifinals, VCT and Aaron are notched up at 2. We should be expecting a result here. It appears that VCT is once again going to fall with his rogue. But what a comeback VCT put up in this series on the other side here. Handlock versus the Oil Rogue going down in Game 5 of the Tuesday Night Hype 13 semifinals. Conquest, obviously. So the winning deck is eliminated. Makes for a really strategic approach to the game. I really applaud Blizzard for this new format. It's kind of taking the Community Cups by storm. We are looking at aggression versus aggression in this Phone Tap versus Napoleon Game 4. Right now, Napoleon has to finish one game off with his Hunter, while Napoleon has the Mech Mage and the Hunter at his disposal to take out Napoleon's Hunter, which both matchups might be about 50-50 if you take a look at the ladder and how the ladder's going these days. Both are highly aggressive, both are very draw dependent, and we could really be seeing a comeback in this semifinals game as well. And I think that's kind of the goal that Blizzard seemed to have with Conquest. It really encourages long series, and it just because you've lost one game doesn't mean that you are out of it. You still have all 3 of your decks at your disposal to take out the final 2 decks that your opponent has. And that helps you strategize more appropriately for the decks that your opponent has once you know which ones he has had eliminated. Whew. Arcane Golem's hitting the board here. I wonder if he's going to even contemplate trading. We see that Leroy Jenkins is in the hand of both players. That's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing to see Leroy Jenkins back in people's decks. One of my favorite cards, personally, always has been. Knife Juggler and Hounds is going to come out and see if that can wreak some damage on the board. We are hoping, of course, that... Well, it doesn't really matter if it takes out the 4-2 here, because he can easily run them in, but that is a nice tempo swing for Napoleon. But let us observe, this is an explosive trap. Not good. Not good. Health is getting very low. Now the magic number that you want to be at if you are holding a Leroy Jenkins and you have your weapon equipped is 11. That's going to cost you 7 mana with your weapon equipped. Leroy for 6. Weapon hero power for 5. Unfortunately, no weapon in the hand of Phone Tap. We do have a kill command in both players' hands here. I'm wondering what... I'm thinking Phone Tap is going to have to put the kill command down on the Belcher. Oh, excuse me, the Wolfen. Oh no. Interesting play here. Huh. So let's see. We know that if Napoleon attacks, he will lose this game.
Job's done.
This is ultimately going to go down. Oh, there it is. That's the game. Phone Tap is going to win it. We are going to Game 5 in this series as well. both of our semifinals are going down to the 5th game. How exciting. This last battle will feature the Hunter versus the Mech Mage.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, here we go. Keeping the Creeper. Oh, not a bad start for Phone Tap either. We're going to see the Mad Scientist come down. Oh no, that was just the animations over there. Just an update. VCT. No, that's not correct. Let's see. VCT and Aaron should have Aaron advancing to the finals. I'm actually going to invite my friends that have been helping me cast back into the stream here.
Haven't seen it next week.
Greetings, greetings. I hear that was a pretty awesome final game 5 with VCT and Aaron, huh?
It was. All right, but we're heading over to Vicious Syndicate Gaming for the rest of the tournament. So, on my end, I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm going to go off and have a social life, heaven forbid. So I'll try streaming on Thursday and Friday. And Friday, I'm going to do my free coaching sessions for the first 3 people that pretty much pop in my chat and ask, who haven't hit rank 10 on any server. So, alright, that's it for me though. So, head over to Vicious Syndicate Gaming for the rest of the tournament. And if not, have a lovely evening. And wait a minute, 1 second. Because people have been asking. Here's Lily.
Alright, well, sorry about that. I thought we still have SS Princess finishing up her stream over there. I'll get back to casting over here. I apologize. It's probably not the smartest of me to decide to bring them in until I knew it was a good time to do so.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Alright, the aggression is in the hands of the Hunter right now. No, I apologize. I'm guessing that this bomber came out of a shredder. But I don't recall seeing shredders. No, that's right. Napoleon is running. Napoleon is running the balance between the face and the mid-range. We have not seen high mains, but I think we did have shredders. Chat, give me a shout out. How's everything going? Sound quality good? We see quite a powerful hand for the mage. Unfortunately, the hunter is just putting on the pressure. Next turn, the mage has got to do something, or this is game over. Leroy Jenkins in hand. We're going to get down past.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Congratulations.